Welcome 490 CCS Radio. Today we're back bringing another interview. We have a former alumnus from the 2010-11 graduating class, Tevaun Smith. We'd personally like to congratulate you on signing with the Colts. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, what really got you interested into the game of football?
It all started when I was about 10 years old. One of my best friends, Trey, he also came to Chaminade, and he kind of forced me to come to practice one day. And ever since that day, I pretty much fell in love with the game of football. So,
Pretty interesting story.
All right. Were there any specific players you looked up to as a kid?
I looked up to Jerry Rice. I looked up to a lot of old school receivers. But when I was a really big Brian Dawkins fan, and I just fell in love with a lot of guys like Hines Ward and those old time players. So growing up, I tried to emulate my game after them, and especially when I was in high school.
Why did you attend Chaminade College?
Because of Pat Diodati. No, one of my friends, Marcus, we played Little League together, and he came to Chaminade, and I was at Central Tech at the time, and he told me how good of a school Chaminade was, and I just decided to switch schools halfway through the semester when I was at Central Tech, and kind of fell in love with the school ever since.
So it's to my understanding that you attended the University of Iowa. So I wanted to know what drove your decision to attend there over different schools.
Well, I had only 3 or 4 offers. It was Temple, UConn, Iowa, and Miami. Iowa, I feel like they had the best coaching staff, and their coaches weren't going to leave. And it's kind of funny that I didn't go to any other school, because all the other schools, their coaches are all gone now, and my coach is still there. So I'm kind of happy I ended up at Iowa and stayed there.
Did you ever consider playing football here at a university?
No.
Okay. Why is that?
Because my dream was to go out there and play football and play in the NFL. So I never closed any doors. If that didn't work out, then I would definitely be out here in Canada playing football. But my mind was kind of set on going out there, and that didn't hold me back. So.
Was there a specific game or event when you were with Iowa that you think helped you get noticed by NFL teams?
I'd say I've made a few highlight plays in games. I'd say my biggest one was probably my junior year, when I caught a one-handed in the back of the end zone, and then during the off season, showing how good my hands were with breaking the Odell most catches in a minute record. And I feel like little things like that kind of helped me when it came to getting recruited by the NFL.
Right.
So you graduated in May this year. How important was it to you to get your degree?
I think it was pretty important to get my degree, just because my goal was out there was to go play football, but it was also to get a free education. It helped my family, and going out there is just a great experience, and getting a degree is something that was a real big accomplishment in my life. So I'm excited I have a degree from the University of Iowa.
We found out that not only were the Indianapolis Colts interested in you, but so were a number of other teams. What made you choose Indianapolis over those other teams?
Just having a real long talk with my agent. He was just kept telling me that Indianapolis was the best place for me. I did have quite a few teams interested while I was during the draft, and I mean, it was like Cincinnati, Miami, Cleveland, and just playing that waiting game during the draft is kind of nerve-wracking, but I kind of knew the Colts was the best place for me midway through the draft on that Saturday. So I'm excited I picked them, and who wouldn't want to catch a ball from Andrew Luck? He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
All right, first, Tevaun, I want to say, thank you for doing this. You've been a great ambassador for our school and great ambassador for our football program here at Chaminade, and it truly is, a great honor to have, taught you, coached you, and just have you be a member of our community. So having said that, I just want to, maybe see if you have any, what would be some of your best memories or moments that you experienced here at Chaminade?
I'd say building a great friendship with a lot of guys at Chaminade was one thing, and of course football. Playing against Don Bosco every year for homecoming. Those are definitely two highlights of like being at this school.
Obviously, you're a huge part of the success of the Chaminade football program, and the reason why so many players have come after you, have really tried to follow in your footsteps. So, what advice would you give to current players and future players if they want to achieve the same goals that you have?
I would say probably just for one, make sure your grades are good, because without those you can't do anything. And don't let anybody tell you really can't do anything, because I had people tell me that I wouldn't graduate or I wouldn't get a degree. So I did both. Actually graduated from 2 high schools and got my university degree. So that's another thing, and understand that this whole process is like really a grind. A lot of people see like all the lights and cameras on game day, but there's a lot that comes behind that. There's a lot of hard work, dedication that comes with it during the off season, whether it's in the weight room or in the classroom. So
I just wanted to ask you one final question, and that was, are you looking forward to training camp coming up?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to training camp, because I remember going into Iowa my first year. I really just wanted to gain trust in the coaches and gain trust in the players, and show that I can actually play with them. So, I feel like it's the same thing going into this. I'm just a young kid from Canada trying to make a team and trying to prove myself. So I'm definitely excited to show that I belong with the Colts or even in the NFL period. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening, and hope you come back.
We'd like to thank Tevaun